Now, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the boys at large.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Boys at Large podcast. I'm Adam Cook, and I'm here with Calder Amos Wood. This is episode...
Hello. Oh,
5.
Fuck. I already ruined it. It's 5, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's episode 5.
Because I do everything on this goddamn channel.
No, it's pretty 50-50 actually right now. For the first 2 episodes, I did everything, and now it's pretty 50-50.
Mm-hmm. And it'll start shifting over to my channel eventually, and then I'll take all the equity and I'll win.
Well, you do...
And then I'll run the media empire that is Boys at Large Productions.
You do all promotion, business, and finance. Except there's no finance.
I mean,
I don't think we've made a dime nor a nickel.
I run like an ad a week.
Yeah. Well,
$10.
You run like an ad on every Instagram post that we do.
I'm gonna chill on that because we need a better Instagram, and we need to start doing the preview things like I did for the last week.
I don't think you. Yeah, I saw the preview for the last one, and it was very good, and I was impressed. But also, you don't really need to chill on the advertising.
Well, it's just like the money, right?
Well,
because it does cost.
It costs you money.
$1, you know, occasionally.
Oh, why are you spending money on this podcast?
I don't know. Let's see what happens.
Although,
here's the plan.
Wait, okay, you go.
Yourself.
You go.
We just got to make it better and have more shit for people to look at when they do come.
Yeah.
Because I think the biggest problem is not really quality content. It's just a clip from a YouTube video that has nothing moving except for leaves on occasion.
It's kind of just like previews of a conversation out of context.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll fix that eventually.
Eventually. We're still working with this. This is only the 5th episode of a podcast with 2 people who have never done a podcast before. So, what do you expect us to be, freaking Regis and Kelly over here?
I think it's Regis and whoever wants to be on the show that week, which is no one.
Actually, now
not Regis, it's Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly. Although apparently now it's Kelly and Ryan. Don't know who Ryan is. No.
Seacrest?
No, it's some
It's not Ryan Seacrest?
It's one of those guys who like
Gauss
is kind of dad funny, but he has like gray hair for men or whatever.
Women locked up in his basement.
Probably. I mean, I'm not going to make any assumptions. What I was going to say earlier about spending money on this podcast, don't know if you guys have noticed, but Calder's got a new microphone. You may have noticed he sounds not like a telephone. He sounds a little more like a man.
It's Ryan Seacrest. What other Ryan would they get to host a show?
It's not Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah, it is. I'm looking at it right now.
Is it actually? Oh, you know what it was? I've only seen one episode since...
Anyway.
I've only seen one episode since it became the new one, and they had a guest host that episode, so that's why I was confused. I'm all right.
Actually, I have no idea.
How are you?
I'm pretty good. Things have been trending upward in my life.
Oh, that's
I'm winning my fantasy league. That's good.
What sport?
Basketball. We're working on we're making money moves like Cardi B, you know what I'm saying?
Who's actually, you know what? I was going to say who's on your fantasy team.
You won't know a single one of them.
I won't know a single one of them unless you say LeBron James or Stephen Curry. Or I know a third one, believe it or not.
Kevin Durant.
No, Gordon Hayward.
Oh, he's on my team too. But
he's on your team?
Because he was. I dropped him though.
Because he broke his whole body.
Yeah.
Did you see that
my Instagram
footage?
Post?
Your Instagram
Yeah,
post?
I did. I watched it on loop while I was sleeping.
I mean, if you can figure out a way to do that, I applaud you.
Yeah, did you not see my Instagram post?
I did not see your Instagram post. About that?
Not about that, but like he's mentioned in it.
I probably saw it and then liked it and then moved on.
You didn't read the whole thing?
Do you want me to look right now? Do you want?
I'll look. I'll just no. Here's a new segment on the show. Calder reads out his own Instagram posts. Just wait for my internet to catch up. What's been going on in your life?
Oh wait,
How's
yeah,
work?
I see. Is it your most recent one, the one that you posted?
Yes, yeah.
Nice.
Well, you gotta rep the boy. But I fucking dropped him like a sack of potatoes because he's not getting better this year. He's out for the year.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the most disappointing thing that's ever happened in my life. And my parents are divorced.
Wait, what?
That was the most disappointing thing that's happened in my life.
And your parents are divorced, and that makes it that much.
No, like it's more disappointing than that.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Yes.
I thought you said.
You want to know Kelly Ripa was in Batman Mystery of the Batwoman? It's an animated short film.
I did not know that.
She was I don't even know what character that is, so I'm not gonna say it out loud. She was Rocky.
Oh, Rocky Balboa?
Yep. Stella.
Are we gonna do celebrity impressions again?
Not yet.
Good.
What else? Has anything else happened in my life? I'm not focusing in school at all, which isn't good, but oh well.
Remember, like, a month or so ago when you said, I'm gonna try real hard at school so I can get into school?
But here's what I realized. I can do other stuff.
Also, I heard from a little birdie that you're gonna be in Waterloo this weekend.
Yeah. Did I not tell you?
I might as well. No, you did not tell me, and I was offended when I found out because I was like, "Wow, that boy didn't even tell me."
How'd you find out?
My grasp. Victoria told me at church.
How did Victoria know?
Because she's friends with Hillary.
Why did Hillary tell Victoria?
It's probably because she's best friends with Maddie, and Maddie is with Hillary all day, every day, boy.
Wait, so I don't know. This probably isn't a fun thing for us to talk about, but oh well.
It's fine. But yeah, so I might be there too, unless the boys crap out on me, because we're supposed to be watching Stranger Things too.
They probably will, because they're rapers.
Right.
I hope the only one that supports us, Matthew, hears that.
Matthew's our biggest fan.
I wish all the other boys were fans like that, because then maybe our newest episode of the podcast would have more than 8 views.
Yeah, the new episode's bad, although I also didn't promote it on my Snapchat at all this time. Also, I feel like we were expecting, or at least I was expecting, our viewership to go downhill at around episode 4.
Yeah.
Because episode 1, it's like, surprise, surprise. Episode 2, it's like, wow, they're still doing this. Episode 3, it's like, 3, it's like, that's the good one. I don't know why, but 3, it's like, that was the good one. Episode 4,
we peaked.
Not only was episode 4 bad, but episode 4 is also like the time where it's like, oh, they're still... Because with episode 2, they're like, wow, they're still doing this? Episode 4, they're like, oh, they're still doing this? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Not even my girlfriend listened to it. And she says she supports me.
Wow.
My
girlfriend didn't listen either.
I'm sure your mom heard it somehow.
I really hope that my parents never listen to this podcast. And they don't even know who you are. They know of you, but they don't know who you are.
I've been to their house. I ate at their table.
You ate at their table, but you were not you, is what I'm saying. You showed up to my home, and you were the nicest, most polite, gentle, kind, little innocent boy I've ever seen. And then we went downstairs, and you said,
I whipped my dick out.
Stick 3 fingers up my bum hole. And then I was like, why didn't you say that at the dinner table?
Maybe because Judith wouldn't like it.
Please
have no
tell
idea
me.
what your mom's name is.
And thank goodness. But I can tell you right now, it ain't Judith.
Yeah, that's another old lady I know.
You know an old lady named Judith?
Yes, you do too.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Who?
I'm not gonna tell you right now.
You know someone of this name, but I'm not going to tell you who they are.
Hold on, I'll type it to you.
You could just describe them to me.
No, because that's way too.
Okay, guys, please stand
There.
by.
I don't know
That's
if I spelled
not
that
her
right
name.
at all. Yes, it is.
Oh, it's just because I've only heard the short form, Judy.
Yeah.
Huh.
Anyway.
Oh, yeah. Oh, here's a little something. I hope you guys are liking our non-podcast things, and by things I mean thing. Oh, actually,
Well, it'll be
we'll do two
things by. Yeah.
We're trying.
If you actually do your job.
Yeah, I have to finish editing tonight, unless I can edit a bit tomorrow. But
A bitch.
yeah, we're trying new things right now. We've only done games, but hopefully in the future we can try new things. Maybe like a challenge video or two, and then maybe some sketches or something. You know,
And then the big thing's coming down the pike for me, you know?
for you specifically.
Yeah.
Like what?
I literally told you before this. It's a surprise video.
Oh, I forget.
Do you actually?
Yes.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh no.
So in the next however long, there's gonna be just a secret video pop up on a
Did you
random
vocally
day.
did you vocally tell me
I
this
vocally told you
right before
yeah.
the podcast?
Yeah.
So I don't have any text that describes this secret video.
No, you don't at all.
Shoot, so I have no clue.
No, until the day it comes out.
Well, I like how back to back we talked about a name of someone that we can't mention, and then talked about a video about something that we can't.
Why don't you just
mention.
point it out?
I just did.
Huh?
Interesting choices.
You know what they say the 7 sins of podcasting are?
Doth.
Number 1. Never
Repetition.
mind.
Number 1, repetition. Number 2, completion. Number 3, discretion.
Secretion.
Number 4,
4,
constipation.
duties.
Yeah.
You know
So-
how they have
you go. You go.
all right. You know how they have those stickers on laptops about what Intel core they have?
Yeah.
Mine's coming off. That's the whole story.
What I just
don't know why
did
you wanted
right
me
before
to-
you said that. Well, I didn't know what you were gonna say. If I knew what you were gonna say,
I don't know why you
would've
made
had
me
you
tell
not
everyone
say
that. Why'd you make me tell everyone?
I can tell. I promise you right now, my thought process wasn't, oh man, I really hope Calder tells his laptop sticker story. My thought process was, Calder has something to say, and I'm gonna give him a chance.
Hey, follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna be dropping some banger pics.
Oh, I remember the video now.
Fuck.
Got him.
You're gonna forget anyway.
Yeah, I
It's
probably
gonna
will.
take so long for us to make that.
Well,
not you.
oh,
Me
what
and
was it? Oh, yeah.
Another.
Before you said your laptop sticker story, and I was doing that, you go, you go. I remembered a character I came up with in the van on the car ride home recently.
When the man brought you into his van with his candy.
My van. When I
Oh.
had a boy with candy. I was driving home from watching
call
Survivor
it
last night,
Right now.
and I was on my way home.
You still do that?
Yeah, I still
Are
do
you
that. I
winning?
love Survivor Boy. I want nothing more
you
than
still
to go on
winning?
that show. Yeah, my guy is still in.
You would die.
For those
would be
Survivor
dead.
fans out there, I'm cheering for Dr. Mike. He's in a good spot as of recording this episode.
I hope he dies on the show.
Nice, cool. Although up in the preview, a guy passed out and hit his head on a thing of bamboo.
Nah, it's just bamboo. If pandas can eat it, heads can hit it.
Anyway, on
That's my
the van ride home, I came up with a character, and it's pretty much a guy.
Racist Asian character.
No, but that's a new one I've been trying recently too. I showed my mom and she was upset with me.
What?
But the character I came up with, and keep in mind, I came up with this in the 1.5 minute drive from the house of the person I watched Survivor with to my home.
Why did you even drive?
Because I don't want to walk in the cold.
So, you're fat?
Yep. Pretty much.
So
the character was not fleshed out. Not fleshed out. So pretty much the character talks like this, and pretty much the concept of the character is he has something really important to say, but he keeps repeating himself, like he keeps repeating the sentence. So
wow, funny.
I'm gonna do the character now though. He doesn't do that. I just had a thing in my throat. So this is the character, Calder. Pretend you're talking to me. Come up and talk to me.
Hey, how's it going? What do you been?
Calder, listen,
Yep.
listen.
Yep.
Listen.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Think of it this way, okay?
Yep.
Listen, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you just think about it, right? Okay, listen. Listen. Are you listening?
Yep.
Listen.
Why don't you just tell me?
Listen.
Tell me.
If you think about it, if there were less people, okay?
Yep.
If there were less people, okay? Listen. Are you listening? Listen.
Are you gonna tell me at some point, or are we?
Listen, you're listening now. Okay.
I'm kill
listen.
you.
If there were
I will
less
murder
people,
you.
Okay, listen. If there were less
You
people,
look at me right in the eyes right now.
Yeah.
Shut up for a second.
Yes.
Look at me in the eyes.
Okay. Yes.
I will murder you if you do not tell me what you were trying to tell me.
Okay, I'll go quick. Just
right
listen.
Now.
Okay.
What you do. Hey.
Yes.
You think about it right now, and then you just say it.
Okay, just give me a second to listen to myself. Okay, you listening?
Yep.
If you think about it, right? If there were less people on the earth, okay?
Yep.
Then that would mean that for sure that are you listening?
Yep, I'm right here.
If there were less people, okay?
You don't have to start. No, here's what you do. Just
Yes.
start from where you ended last time. Just
which were listen. Stop that. Listen. So listen. 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 Okay. Sorry. It's been a while.
It's been a while since.
If there were less people on the earth, right, then that would mean that there would be more people that have less friends.
All right, I'm gonna go to my doctor's appointment now.
And I did that in the car by myself.
Oh, you're an insane person, is what you're telling me?
If a therapist,
you're turning into the character.
No, if I do it for too long, I become that guy. But if a therapist talked to me, and I was completely honest with them about everything in my life, they would probably be convinced I'm insane, because I talk to myself all the time, and often I'm talking as a different character than myself.
Oh, so you're schizophrenic is what you're telling me right now?
I have multiple personalities, or both. Isn't multiple personality disorder different than schizophrenia?
They're different, yeah.
I have both, probably. Fun fact, Jake Lloyd, who played young Anakin in Star Wars The Phantom Menace, has severe schizophrenia and is in a mental asylum right now.
Good.
It's not his fault, though.
Good. He was bad at that movie.
Yes.
Here's what happened while you were doing that stupid character that you were thinking about for probably your entire life.
Yep.
I sent you a text.
I saw that, but
it's got a couple jokes. It's got a couple jokes in there. Yeah.
You want me to say them?
Yeah.
Okay. How would you like me to read them?
Just like how you'd read any joke.
Okay, so Playboy has their first trans model in a magazine. It's reported that they are the first
And then
person...
there's a punchline.
Oh, I'm going to restart that then. Now I understand the structure of this joke. So Playboy has their first trans model in a magazine. It's reported that they are the first person to have jerked off to the magazine while in the photo shoot. I bet that's funnier when it's delivered well. Do you want me to read the next one?
But here's what you do on the punchline here. You get like super chipper and happy. Kind of like a dad.
Okay. Scientists make a breakthrough in linking sugar to cancer growth. I'm surprised I'm not dead.
There we go. Just like an Instagram comedian.
Wait,
Right.
that joke is just made me upset because it's very much going off the thing that I said before about hating it when people talk about how much they love coffee as if they're the only ones.
I know it's a terrible joke.
That's why you... Okay. Last
This
one.
is why I wrote these.
You wrote these?
Yeah.
Wow,
Well, I wrote
good
the
job.
punchlines. I got the headlines from the internet.
Okay. They're trying to grow a forest that was burned down by Vikings in Iceland. That wasn't good foresight by them.
Get it?
I
Because
don't...
foresight is an anagram. That's not true.
I don't get that one.
It's just because Vikings were old. I probably should have put a year in there. I'm going to start doing stand-up comedy.
See, here's just a real quick advice.
You ever heard Jimmy Carr?
If you're getting into stand-up comedy, don't get the people you want to critique your jokes to read them. You read them. Because I butchered almost
I'm gonna start
every
writing
joke.
I'm gonna start writing for SNL.
I mean, you could.
I'm just gonna send jokes to their Instagram account.
I
Just
see.
DM. Like, hey guys, what if you did this stupid character where he can't get his point out?
Here's the thing, though. If I went to SNL and like I pitched that character and they were like, okay, and they said, but you can't play him. You have to like... We're going to have a
Would you get to play him?
Well, if they were like, we'll do it when we have a celebrity guest and we'll have the celebrity guest play him. You know who I'd want? Ricky
Who?
Gervais. That's why I was talking in a British accent. Because I feel like Ricky Gervais would knock that character out of the park.
Well, that was basically like his character on that Netflix show.
On Derek.
It was, wasn't it?
When I came up with the character, I was like, I need a voice, and then I thought of that, and I was like, that's funny. Although it's also kind of making fun of the mentally disabled, but...
I mean, who really cares about them, though? Oh, God.
Hey, we were pretty strong till now. Oh, boy. You still haven't
Here's a
asked me
joke.
about...
Actually, no, I'll type it out for you. What were you saying?
I was just going to say, you still haven't asked me about my week.
I did, and you said, oh, it's fine.
No, that was before. That was
How's your week?
before the... It was pretty good.
What happened?
Not much happened,
You get sacked?
but I have a story... No.
What's
But I have a
that
story.
noise?
I have a story. Not really a story, it's just a thing that happened at work. Two things, actually. One, so I work at a greenhouse, for those who don't know. And there's skids, which are pretty much like small wooden structures that you put things on, and then you can move the skid with like a hand jack. Doesn't matter. But I had to pick up a skid and put it onto a stack of other skids. And the stack was about to nipple height. So I had to lift
Your
it.
nipple or my nipple?
My nipple.
Oh.
So
not very.
I had
So
to
about
lift
4
it
feet off
pretty
the ground,
high.
everyone at home.
I had to wrong. I had to lift it pretty high.
How high do you think your nipple is?
my nipple. No, I mean like I had
What,
to
like
lift
5'5"?
it above my
How tall
nipple.
are you?
I am
How
6.
tall are you? 6. So your nipples. I would say your nipples probably hit like
I
5.
had to lift it above the head of above the head of an average woman.
The average woman's 5 feet 5 inches.
Yeah, and you said 5'5" is where my nip is.
Yep. I texted you a joke, by the way, just so you know.
Okay, I'll read it after this.
I think this is my new favorite segment.
So anyway, I was lifting this skid, and it was a heavy boy, so I was lifting it, and I made a sound, and then
You shit your pants.
someone I work with, who is about half my height, and is a female, said, "You want some help with that?" But I was already I already almost had it on the stack, and I wasn't gonna use energy to put it down just to put it up there again with someone else. So I was like, "No, it's fine." And then I put it back, I put it on the stack. And then she said, "Oh, I get it, because you're a guy, you gotta prove yourself. It's like the man thing." And then I went, I probably shouldn't have said this, but I said, "I actually have nothing to prove." And then she said, "What was that?" And I said, "I have nothing to prove." And then she said, "Well, women are getting just as good as men and often better than men at things now, so..."
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, "Listen, it would have taken more effort to put the thing down and put it back up than it was to just put it back up."
So you just didn't explain yourself well? Is that this
Pretty
story?
much, I was trying to tell her, I did it
because I'm lazy.
I said I've got nothing to prove, but what I meant was, I don't really care how I appear to you, whether strong or weak. I just want to put this skid on this stack. And now you've made it a gender issue. And also, women aren't women aren't better than men now. Or women aren't just as good as men now. They've always been just as good as men. So if anything, she the sexist wanna boy.
Wait, do you actually believe the women? You don't believe they're equal?
No, wait. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that she said, women are starting to become just as good as, and I said they always have been.
Oh, just as good?
Yeah.
Okay.
But she was saying just now, and I was like, no. Anyway.
And you're like, "No, let me do you." Anyway. I
didn't say that
I sent
one.
you 2 jokes there.
I'm gonna read them.
Yeah.
The wonder drug
Again,
for
just read them like a dad would.
What do you mean by that? You've said that multiple times.
You ever watch Weekend Update?
Yes. Oh, okay.
You ever seen the old Norm Macdonald clips?
The wonder drug for aging. Do you want me to read the stuff that's in the parentheses?
Yes.
Then why'd you put it in parentheses?
Because that's how the headline was written.
The wonder drug for aging made from one of the deadliest toxins on Earth. Who would have seen that coming, am I right?
Actually, I don't think it's funny. The joke's actually funny. I just like how in my head I imagine you saying it, and then when you say it, it's exactly like I imagine it in my head.
Okay, now tell me another way to say it, and then see if you think it's the same way that you think.
There's no other way to say that.
Other than the dad way? Okay.
Yeah, that's the way I wrote them.
This alien ranch in Arizona could be yours for $5 million, but the probing comes free.
Fun. We have
fun here. We have fun
Jesus
here on
Christ,
the show.
it's expensive to live in Vancouver.
Is it?
You know it's the most expensive place to live in North America.
No. It's gotta be LA.
No, it's
wait, no.
Vancouver, Manhattan, San Francisco, Brooklyn, New York, Los Angeles.
I know why it's Vancouver.
And then Boston.
Because Vancouver has a super crazy real estate problem right now where people from China and Japan and I think Russia as well. No, I think it's just China actually.
Yeah, it's like Hong Kong.
Yeah, they're buying tons and tons of apartment buildings and stuff and just letting them sit so that they get profit over a certain amount of years. So there's just empty buildings so no one can move into them because they're already owned, regardless of how empty they are. Excuse me.
Do you want to hear another fun fact?
What?
There's like 12, Juarez, Mexico, where all like the drug gangs are and stuff.
Yeah.
It's cheaper or more expensive to live there than it is in Detroit.
Oh no. Here's the thing.
I say fuck Detroit.
I watched there's a show, I think it's called Abandoned, where this guy goes to all these like big, not necessarily big, but these like really cool abandoned places. Like he goes to malls that are abandoned. He went to like this crazy huge factory. And he went to this place in Detroit. I think it was like a humongous car manufacturing factory. And it was like gigantic. They compared it to something. I forget what it was.
17 football fields.
Yeah, honestly, I think it was something like it was something huge. I think they compared it to Disneyland. Actually, they compared it to Disneyland.
I think that's bigger than 17 football fields.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was huge. Like,
fun fact of the day: football fields aren't that big.
Yeah, no, they're not that big. People always use them to compare things, and I'm like, it's all right. Yeah. It's a decent size. But pretty much like he went to this place, but then he pretty much talked about how the closing down of that lost a lot of jobs for a lot of people, so it just contributed to like the problem in Detroit. So then he went to bless you. Do I bless people? Shut up. He went and talked to a bunch of like locals in Detroit, and everyone there seemed so nice because they're all just trying to help Detroit, just trying to build Detroit back up. And I'm like,
yeah, because they're trying to gentrify it.
What does gentrify mean?
It's when like rich people move into a poor neighborhood and try to make it all nice and stuff.
Oh, well, no, it was like a lot of people who were like, yeah, I've lived in this neighborhood for 15 years. And I'm just trying to build it up. And I'm like, wow, you're a nice guy.
Another fun fact here. Mississauga is the third most expensive place to live in Canada, behind Toronto and then Vancouver.
Nice.
You ever just look at something and you go, oh, geez. Crazy, right?
What do you mean by that?
Exactly what I said. Maybe. You fucking idiot.
Interesting. Insulting me on the podcast, are we?
You insulted me 16 times last episode.
Not last episode, but in the Castle Crashers thing, yes. Although I've already cut a lot of it out. But I'm admitting it now.
Of course you have, because you're trying to keep your image.
No, it's because I called you utterly repulsive, and I'm like, that's not funny.
We're laughing.
It's funny now, but no joke, in the moment, watching it, it was pretty cringe. Because I started to say it, then stopped myself, and then you said to say it, and then I said I was going to say you're utterly repulsive, and then you were kind of just quiet. And it was kind of the worst.
I mean, that's kind of your whole thing, though. So,
speaking of the Castle Crashers thing, though, I hope you guys like the more edited style, because I'm editing it a lot more than I edited the stick fight one. Edited is a weird word, isn't it? Because the stick fight one didn't really need any editing, but the Castle Crashers one, I could do a little more editing. You know what I meaning? Ming Ming Mong Ching Ping Ping Xiao Bing Bing Mo Xiao.
Wow, you just immediately fall into your new racist character.
I need to stop that. If you are Asian and you are listening, unless you're Evan, I apologize. Because I already apologized to Evan. And he's a nice boy. Okay, I sent a very, not racist, but just like racially
charged.
Inept. Yeah. Video of me pretty much saying gibberish and pretending it was some sort of Asian language.
Here's a little like example.
Except that
and then he did this.
Bad at it.
Yeah, and then we don't want to actually get a copyright strike because we're making so much YouTube ad revenue.
That's true. Except not.
But he did this with an anime Snapchat filter.
Yes.
And it was just like, come on, you just give a boy a break, am I right?
And yeah, I sent it to the boys and immediately felt bad. So I texted Evan and said, listen, here, let me just read the text right now. Because it was very well thought out. I thought real long and hard about this message that I sent him. I said, hey, Evan, I'd like to formally apologize for the snaps sent to you in the past 10 to 15 minutes. I haven't seen or spoken to anyone other than my parents or my coworkers for over 3 weeks. I hope you can forgive me for my impulse. I thought of that, and then I was like, but Calder doesn't count because I don't see you.
Oh yeah, sure.
Racist. And I said, I hope you can forgive my impulsive racism and immaturity. And then he just responded saying, I love you.
You can't blame it on impulsive racism. It's systematic oppression.
Listen,
from
guys.
Higher ups, and your parents taught it to you.
Listen, guys, you can't blame me. It's just my instinct.
It's just who I am.
You can't blame me for punching that black guy on the street. It's just my instinct.
Just because I punched a woman in the face while she was pregnant doesn't mean I'm a bad guy.
Just because I hate everyone who's not a straight white male doesn't mean I'm
That is actually true, though. I know he's going to say that that's not true after this, but it's actually 100% true.
I know this is a jokey podcast, but let me get serious for a second. What Calder just said is 100% false.
I told you he'd be doing this, so...
Oh no, you've really set me up so there's no coming back. I'd just like to say to anyone who is willing to hear me out, everyone's equal. Except for...
Alright, that's the end of the podcast,
sex
everyone.
offenders. Oh, speaking of sex offenders, I was on Reddit,
Alright.
And apparently, like, you know League of Legends, the video game?
Mm-hmm.
You know how there is the LCS, which is like...
Someone got fucked.
The League Championship Series, which is the esports league. There was a post, pretty much one of, like, the top players, named Vasily.
Touched?
No, he was streaming, and then he was getting mad at his viewers because his viewers were saying he was trash because he lost a game, and then his girlfriend was in the room and pretty much was like, don't yell at your viewers, you're just being mean. Just accept it and move on. Just ignore them. And then you see him sit there just like kind of blank-faced looking at her. And then he flips his desk, and his like computer, camera, keyboard, everything falls on the ground, and you can't see anything because the camera's on the ground. But you pretty much hear him yelling and screaming at his girlfriend, and then her screaming and crying, and then pretty much there's silence for 5 minutes, and then you hear police officers come in, and apparently he was arrested for domestic abuse.
It sounds like it. Sounds like a nice guy.
So he was also kicked out of the... He's also kicked off the team, which is good choice by them.
That's the worst thing that's ever happened to him.
Yeah.
That's such an unfortunate event for a guy that's a terrible person.
Imagine if they came out and they were like, we do not condone what our player did. However, he's pretty good at pushing that top lane, so we're keeping him in the game.
Jesus.
I got close to the mic on that one.
What if we did a League of Legends play?
And
then we got little Joshy Guinness to join in.
Ooh, that might actually be fun because you'd want to kill yourself. Because here's the thing. I really enjoy watching League of Legends esports, but I do not enjoy playing the game. I've tried recently, but the game is not fun. Like, it's such a steep learning curve, and once you actually know what you're doing, which I still don't really, but it's just not fun because everyone's so competitively into it. Everyone just trash talks you if you don't do everything right, and it's like, I just don't want to be playing this game.
This brings me to my next topic. If you want to see us play a game, just hit me up or us up, one of us.
You can contact us in
Just
so
tell
many
us.
ways.
There's like literally 3 or 4.
Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on Instagram. Hit Calder
Do
up on
you
Instagram.
have Twitter? Are you just saying
I
that?
do have Twitter at I'm a dumb cook.
Okay. I think that's
Or
your
hit
Instagram
our
too, isn't
boys
it?
at it's also Twitter though. Hit boys are at large up on Instagram. Email us at boysatlargepodcast@gmail.com. That's the best
You can
way
go to
because
the-
no one emails
You
us.
go to the Instagram, click email. It's right there.
Yeah,
It's
boy.
literally the easiest thing ever.
Yeah, boy. Give us suggestions for anything, even if
Oh,
you're
we have
just like,
Snapchat too.
oh yeah, you're running that though.
Sort of. It's just boys at large.
Oh, also,
Well, here's the thing. I
Yeah.
heard Snapchat ads were super cheap.
Snapchat ads.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Google. Actually, let's
Google
not do this
what?
on the podcast.
What are you
We'll figure that out
Googling?
after. I was gonna Google how much a Snapchat ad is. We'll figure that out
Oh.
after. Oh my
It's
god.
fine. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
Also, I'm thinking of starting to do more content on my personal YouTube channel.
It's probably a good idea.
Because I think I figured out something I want to do. Because you know how I was kind of talking to you about how I wanted to do a show called Talking Points, where I just talk about whatever the heck I want. Because I
It's
have
like
a lot of things
things
I
or
want to talk
whatever.
about. Yeah. I like that idea, but I think it's too unstructured because it would be like, today I'm talking about Spider-Man and taxes and
You would never talk
HDMI
about taxes.
cables.
You don't even know how taxes work.
Interesting.
You barely know how HDMI cables work.
I know how HDMI.
Do you?
You plug it. You plug it.
Oh, so you have the knowledge of a third grader.
But pretty much like it would be 3 completely unrelated topics, but almost every week one of the topics would be something Star Wars related because that's all I really care about. So
All you ever do is look at Anakin's poster and wish you could fuck it.
no,
Yep.
not that one.
All you ever do is look at Daisy Ridley's private subreddit on Instagram.
Not that one either, although she deleted her Instagram because people were being really, really mean for some reason.
Did you come in and you're like, Daisy, I love you?
No.
Why
but
not?
I would have
You
said
could have got
that.
some.
I don't want to
Daisy,
get
I
weird,
love
but
you forever and ever.
this is going to get ruined by the fact that Calder does nothing but make sex jokes. But
That's
I
not
love
true.
Daisy
I
Ridley.
make-
She's so cool.
Why is she cool?
Because she's... Have you ever... Okay.
Have I ever seen her? Yes,
No,
I
I'm
watched
about
that
to be
stupid fucking
exposed.
movie.
I'm about to be exposed. Have you ever seen any... Oh, no.
Just say
I
it.
watched a video last week.
About what?
It was to... Actually, I'm not going to say
Porno?
that one. But I watched... She was on the cover of Vogue magazine, and she did 73 questions with Daisy Ridley. And I kid you not, almost every single question that she answered, I answered along with, and they were the same. I have a problem. I'm a third grade boy.
Were you guessing what she would say?
No, I was saying what I want. Like what my answers were.
So, like, what's your name? You answered Daisy Ridley.
No, no. 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 Idiot. Anyway, let's move on.
The only 73 questions video I saw was Eliza Koshy's.
Here's the
And it
thing.
was, like, not a real thing.
Here's my opinion on Liza Koshy. Her content's not my thing, but she seems genuinely like a really nice person. I'm judging
Yeah.
that 100% off. I watched the Streamies this year, and she just seemed like she was having a blast and a good time. And ya boys, Sugar Pine 7, my favorite YouTube channel, won Show of the Year, and she presented it, and then like congratulated them after, which was in their video, and she just was like nothing but happy. And I was like, good job. Did you watch?
Can we move? Well,
What?
I didn't watch the streamies. I'm not a fucking pussy. Can we move to LA when we get big?
Yeah, boy.
And then we start doing collabs with Jake Paul.
Real quick though, can we get big? Can we get big?
I can get big.
No,
Give me like
no.
30 seconds. I can get big with Tom Hanks. Maybe we throw up a little Buford or whatever his name is.
Bertram?
Yeah,
Should we put that up on the channel?
might as well.
Might as well. Pretty much, I was in sketch comedy writing class in grade
You don't have
12.
to tell him.
No, I'm just saying, so I wrote a sketch with Caldy in it. So maybe we'll throw that up on the channel.
And the reason why he did was because I said, "You little fucking pussy. You write a sketch right now."
Honestly,
And he
that was
said,
probably
"Oh, yes,
exactly what
Daddy.
you said. That I
Yes,
probably didn't
Daddy."
respond that way, though. But what you said was, can I have a little cameo in a sketch? And I said, I can do you one better, and wrote an entire sketch surrounded around you.
Not even focusing on the topic of, what the fuck's it called? Whatever your class was that week. And then they got pulled
It was
from
supposed
the
to be a
sketch.
sketch about the school, and I was like, no.
And then it got pulled from the sketch show because it was garbage, apparently.
The show was running long. Like the first show, we did 3 shows. The first one ran long, and mine was the first to get cut, even though it was the one people were most excited for. Because, little fun fact, things are always better in your mind.
Was it actually a bad sketch?
No. What, the video?
Yeah, the video.
The one that I showed was pretty bad because you couldn't understand me, and there were a lot of burps and hiccups, and people didn't really get the humor at all. So it
Is
showed
there a better
pretty bad.
version?
And the first show was pretty much all old people. Like, it was all older people, so they did not get the humor at all.
I was gonna go, but then they cut it, so I didn't even go.
Yeah.
And I bought the fucking tickets too. That's the biggest piss off.
I mean,
Give that god darned school money.
but yeah. So maybe we'll throw that up there. I was so proud of the script, and I was pretty proud of the planning that went into the video, and then everything that could go wrong went wrong with filming the video, and then editing
Pretty
was
much.
just like kind of me trying to save it. And he wanted me to edit another video, and I said, nopey, Mr. Soapy. So I did
Like
not.
he wanted you to... Wait, what did he want you to do?
He wanted me to film and edit another sketch that I wrote, and I was like, I can't. I'm barely editing this
How?
one. I don't know. And he told me that like a week before, and I was like, probably not going to happen. So I didn't do it. And luckily he understood, because I was like, listen, I care more about this one than I do about the other one.
And then he just cuts it like a dead pig.
And fun fact, the same guy that said, haha, so true, to my shirt that said dumb on it that I talked about in the first episode, that same guy, he was in the room when I was talking to the sketch teacher about like me not editing the other one because I already had too much editing to do, and he was like, Adam, how much footage you got? Because if you send it to me, I'll edit it. And the sketch teacher, who knows me pretty well, immediately looked at me and then looked back at him and said, no, I don't think you should do that. I think we just won't do the other one. This is Adam's baby. I don't think you should touch his work. And I said, thank you, because I did not want to send that man any of my work. Fun fact, all the other episodes I brought water with me. This time I didn't.
Well, that was a big mistake now, wasn't it?
Yeah, but
I
it's
didn't
okay.
realize you've been talking for about 56 minutes straight right there. Guess what time it is?
9 in the morning.
9/11.
It is 9/11. What significance does that have?
No idea. What was I gonna say? What's been on my mind recently?
You were talking about how I tell too long stories and how I should...
No, that's not it. You see the thing that Amazon's doing?
Oh, the
where
thing they come into your home?
Yeah.
I learned
Not-
about it at work today. My boss told me.
That was not at all. It's not at all the point of it, but yeah.
Well, like, they get it access to your house so that people can't steal your Amazon packages off of your porch. But
Oh,
like,
is that actually what it is? I
Yeah.
thought it was just a lock for your door.
no, at least for I haven't read anything about it. This is just what my boss told me, and he read something about it. But pretty much what he said was it's a lock for your door. That Amazon, pretty much when you order a package, on the package it'll say the code, or not on the package, but pretty much the Amazon delivery person will have the code to the lock. They will be able to unlock it, get into your house, put your package in your house, and then lock it again. So that pretty much...
That seems sketchy.
But that's what I thought. I thought that's a good idea, but there's no way something doesn't get wrong. But they're making every Amazon delivery person wear a body cam like police do, so that like the Amazon people can't mess anything up. And I'm assuming
Just put a little tape over it.
But I'm assuming it'll be like, yeah, but then it'll be like, why was there tape over your thing? Look at all the other packages, figure out that this person didn't get their
You
package.
put the tape on it, you take the shirt off, you're done. You're clean, you're gone away.
Whatever, man.
I already
Oh
know how
boy,
to pull this heist up.
you stole a candelabra from this person's house.
What the fuck's a candelabra?
But pretty much, it was to avoid people stealing Amazon packages off of people's like front doors.
Here's what you do, you poor bitches. Make it so you have to get a signature. Make it so you have to sign for it.
I mean, yeah.
Crazy idea. And then maybe you have to go to the post office once.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think people were complaining because there's a lot of delivery people that will not even see if you're home, and they won't leave it on your porch. They'll just be like, they'll
Okay,
ring
but
the
then do you
doorbell
want
and
the person
immediately
that
run
doesn't-
away and bring
Do you
it
want
to
the
the post
person
office.
that doesn't even want to open your door being able to go in your house because they care so little about their job?
I'd rather that person than someone who makes me drive to the post office.
That's just lazy.
No, but like it's more. Here's the thing: it's laziness, but it's also convenience.
It's also
Okay.
Mork and Mindy.
More
Rip Robin Williams.
Oh man,
Robin
I watched
Williams.
a video of Robin Williams recently of him.
What was he doing?
He was just saying all
Touching
of his
children?
Robin Williams never did that. Don't spread rumors. Rumors spread so fast. Michael Jackson most never did what people say he did.
That's not at all true. They
It
found a
is.
bunch of pictures.
It is true though.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Let me Google. The second thing if you type in Michael Jackson is Michael Jackson kids. Oh,
I mean,
but
he has
it's- but
kids.
it's his kid. I took that the wrong way.
Michael Jackson kid touching.
Pedo. I'm just gonna search.
Right here, it says, Why I Slept with Little Boys by Michael Jackson. He said, Michael Jackson has proudly admitted sharing his bed with several children. This is also the Daily Mail, so I don't trust it at all.
Oh no, I don't know. Yeah, it looks like maybe he was that. Anyway, but rumors spread fast. Robin Williams was a nice man. He was just sad. Anyway, I saw a video with Robin Williams that was pretty much every
What was he doing?
inspirational thing that he's ever said in a movie. It was all like a compilation with inspirational music, and it was like, man, this boy. I miss
Those
him.
movies in like when he was making a lot of movies like 90s, early 2000s or whatever,
Yeah.
a lot of them would just like Dead Poet, like for example, Dead Poet Society.
hmm
There's just like they'd put these parts in where they'd be all dramatic and saying something, and then just so like they'd get nominated for the Oscar or whatever. Like
yeah, but there's
barely
always
fit
been
with the
movies
movie.
like that, and there still are.
It's ridiculous. Here's what you do. You don't nominate them. All you gotta do is let Lala win every time.
You love La La Land.
I want to watch it again, but I don't know how.
Remember that
I'm a
time
little too lazy to steal it.
that you and I were going to watch... Wait, what were we going to watch? We were going to watch something and then La La
Baywatch?
Land. Was it Bay... Oh, yeah, we were going to watch Baywatch at night, then we were going to sleep and then watch La La Land in the morning.
No, it wasn't that.
Was it not?
Maybe it was Get Out and La La Land.
Oh, yeah, we were going to watch Get Out, then we were going to watch La La Land.
Really loved Get Out. That was a great night.
Get Out. Grow Out. Great movie.
Grits Out.
In my top 3 favorite movies that I've seen this year is Get Out.
I guess that was this year.
But then you cheaped out on La La Land because you've already seen it, so I've never seen La La Land.
Just Google.
I'll probably watch it at some point. But top 3 favorite movies in no particular order of this that I've not that came out this year that I've seen this year because one of them came out last year. Get Out.
What movie was it?
Get Out, It, and Moana. Moana came out last year, but I watched it.
Fuck
this year.
Moana.
You know what? Moana's great. Great film. Loved it, boy.
Fuck.
Also, that soundtrack.
Do you want to know why I hate Moana?
Tell me why. and I
Because you
won't
like
argue.
it so much.
Oh, yeah. I kind of ruined Moana for all of my friends by hyping it up and loving it so much.
You're like, oh my god, it's the best Disney movie ever. The Rock's in it.
I never said that.
Michael Jackson. Yes, you did. You're such a
I never
fucking
said it
liar.
was the best movie.
Yeah.
I never said it was the best Disney
You
movie.
said, oh my god, it's the best
I-
Disney movie I've
I
ever
said
seen
it was
in
better
my
than
life.
Frozen. I said it was better than Frozen. I said it was
mostly
better than
are.
Frozen.
I've never seen either of them, but I feel like they're both garbage trash.
No, Moana's good. Frozen is also good, but overhyped.
What about Jimmy John's and the Chicken Gang?
Never.
Let's talk about some real man news.
What's real man news? What is?
Okay.
What is?
Sports.
Oh,
You got a bunch of sports going on right now.
sports are happening.
Name one sports team
That's
that's not from Canada.
Gregory's Chicken Boys. No, I've got one. Tampa Bay Lightning.
What do they play?
They play hockey
I would name a player.
on the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Yeah.
Can I choose a different team?
Nope.
I'm switching
You're
teams.
locked in. No.
The LA Kings.
I'm hanging up. How long has it been?
No,
What
you're not
we're
allowed to
doing?
ask that. You got to stop
How long?
asking it. I'm not going to tell you even.
Bleep bloop bleep blop bloop. Calculating. Give me a second, I'll figure it out. I sent a
Yes.
text right as it started.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, it's been like an hour.
Almost. It's at 58 minutes right now. But you got to stop
Oh, we should
asking
probably
for
stop.
the time. No, we'll
We
keep
should probably
going a little
stop.
bit. We're going to keep going for a little bit.
Just monopolize my night.
We're just going to keep going for a little bit because I had something to say. Because you said sports, and earlier we were talking about esports a little bit. The LCS that I was talking about earlier, they're doing something. They're following suit with a lot of sports, and they're franchising. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
You're a sportsman.
I know what that is.
Yeah.
They also do that in many other things like restaurants and strip club joints.
Can you explain what it means as far as sports means?
Like, I mean, basically, like, they can have. I have no idea how to explain it in terms of sports.
Do you want me
Did
to?
you read a thing on it?
I watched a video on it. I watched a 15-minute video on it.
Explain it, because I have no idea how it.
Pretty much
How
as
to
far as it goes with sports, it means that there's a small window in which teams can apply to be in the league, but once that window's over, it's those teams are in the league, and it's a lot harder to get in. That's why you don't see many new teams showing up in sports that often, because it's really
Except
hard.
for the Las Vegas Golden Knights.
Well, yeah, but that's like name
Did you know
the
that
team.
they were a real thing?
Yeah, I did hear about that. But like, name the team. Name the latest team before that one.
Winnipeg Jets.
Before that one. Yeah, but okay, then what was the span year-wise between those two?
Like 3 years,
Exactly.
4 years.
It's rare, and those are two different
And then
sports,
before
so it doesn't
that-
happen very often, is what I'm saying.
What was before
I'm
that?
saying it doesn't happen very often. I'm saying it doesn't happen very often. It doesn't happen very often because
Wanna know
they've closed the doors on teams. But like, if you got a lot of money and a lot of
Just like you've closed the doors in the closet.
Because I'm still in it.
Yep.
Okay. And then it also means that like money is distributed like to certain areas. Now it's boring because we're talking about money. Anyway, pretty much it's more professional and more organized. So that's cool.
Good. Esports is booming. Get in while you can. That's not even a joke. Like,
I know it is booming. Can I read you a stat?
yep. 94% of
think
men
it was in-
have tiny penises.
I think it was in 2014. More people watched the LCS World Finals than
Like
watched.
globally?
Yeah, globally, more people watched the LCS World Finals than the NBA Finals and the Baseball World Series that year combined. Or not?
Was that
not
last
combined?
year?
Sorry, no. I think it was 2014.
Oh, I don't remember who was in the NBA in 2014. Like, who was the finals?
Anyway, but like, that's
Oh, it
impressive.
was probably the Heat or whatever.
So
Wait,
like,
in 2014 this happened? Or last year in the LCS they watched more than those years of the NBA and whatever?
there were more. I forget the word for it, but like, at its peak, people watching at the same time, they had more concurrent. That's the word. The LCS had more concurrent viewers than the NBA finals and the MLB finals.
In 2014.
I think 2014. Don't quote me
Okay.
on that, but it was either 2013, 2014, or 2015. It wasn't 2016 or 17. Also, here's another fun fact. In 2011, I think this is also the World Finals or something. This is either, I'm not full on the numbers. It's either the World Finals or just watched overall. In 2011, 1.7 million people watched. In 2012, 8.2 million people watched. And then in 2013, 32 million people watched. So that climbed from
That's a lot.
1.7 to 32 million in 2 years. So yeah,
Jeez.
business be a boomin'. And now the Overwatch League is starting, and they're like actually committing teams to cities, which is weird.
That sounds cool.
It's really cool, and like they're announcing it by like assigning teams to cities, then showing their team colors, and then showing they're like giving different characters in the game a skin based on that team's colors. And it's cool. They're like making a big thing out of it, but so I hope it does well, because Overwatch is really hard to watch as like a sport, because so much is happening.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit happening.
Yeah, especially if you don't understand.
I don't understand a single lick of it. Remember that one time I played it with you, and that was the
You
worst?
didn't do bad. When you played characters that you could just shoot and it would explode things, you did pretty good. When you played characters that required no skill, you did all right.
Yeah, when you were the worst on the team, you did great.
That's what I'm saying.
All
All right. Do you want to
done.
do a
Finally.
little improv scene and then wrap this show up?
Oh, I forgot. Yes.
Thing generator. Here we go. And I should look up some music. Music loop.
Juju.
Epcot entrance music. We might get sued for that.
Maybe don't do that. There was a second where I forgot that we were recording this.
That happens to me often.
Why is my inventory private?
All right.
I've been playing Rocket League. Go. It's your turn. Just hurry up.
You've been playing Rocket League during the podcast?
Yeah, during the podcast.
Wow,
You're
good.
fucking stupid.
Wow. All
You're
right.
such a stupid idiot.
So I'm gonna give us one thing, and that's what we're gonna base the scene off of. Calder, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Our thing is window. Oh, great. And 3, 2, 1, and go. Good evening, Calder. It is a fine evening this evening, don't you agree?
Yes, it is, my good sir.
If you
How
look,
have you been?
I
Fucking
have,
kill me.
I have been well, my good friend. I was
Oh,
just,
that is very
I
nice.
was just washing this window of your building, and I noticed you on the inside, so I thought I'd come inside.
Oh, that is very nice.
I see that you are reading something. What are you reading, my good friend?
It is a pamphlet. And would you like to know what the pamphlet is for, my good friend?
I would like nothing more, sire.
Oh, windows! The pamphlet is for the windows, my good friend.
Are you looking for windows and doors service, my good friend, my good pal, my good monsieur?
Yes, I would very much like the windows and doors service, my good friend.
Well, lucky for you, I know a man named Calder, and he likes to install the windows and doors.
Oh, this is very nice. Very nice.
Would you like me to give him a call?
Yes, very nice. Where is...
I could put him on the phone right now for you. 1 second. Beep boop bop beep boop 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 beep. Hello,
Your phone sounds like a retarded boy.
hello, Jacques dear. I have a person here who wants to buy a window. I was just wondering if you could give him a deal. Oh yes,
Hello.
I can give him a deal. Let me have the phone. Give the phone to him. Okay, here you go, my friend.
Oh, thank you. Jacques dear, Jacques dear.
Hello.
How are you today?
Oh, I'm doing quite well.
It's very nice.
Yes, I'm doing quite well. How are you doing?
I would like... Here's what I'd like you to do.
Yes,
I'd like you to take a window.
yes.
And I'd like you to shove it right up your ass.
Oh, done it many times. Done it many
And I'd-
times. Would you
Right
like-
up your ass.
Would you like me to show you?
Fucking ass.
how
I'd
I
like
do
you to
it?
shove it right up your
Would
ass.
you like me to send you a
As
picture?
far as
Would
possible.
you like me to send you a picture or a video so you know I have done it?
I just want you to do it.
It has been a pleasure talking to you, my good friend.
It's nice.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Boop. Oh, well, I should be going. It's starting to rain, my friend.
Just end it.
Adios.
And
Goodbye.
we've been doing this for 55 minutes.
Fun fact, I was playing French piano music. That's why I was talking like that.
Oh, it's really great when you give me exactly no context
Yeah,
and
I
I,
know.
can't do accents.
But you ran with it, and I like that you don't know anything about any of the scenes we do. It just adds to it because you.
And
think
also that
it's-
I'm the worst improv boy.
That also adds to it a lot. Anyway, so we're reaching about that time.
Hey, I'm gonna do the outro, Adam.
Okay, called you.
Everybody that listens to this, if you like it, or even if you don't, just share it with a friend. Tell your friend, hey, maybe you'll like this. I fucking hated it, but maybe you'll like it. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get us to however many subscribers we want to get to.
More.
Follow us on Instagram at Boys at Large. Friend us on Snapchat, Boys at Large. Like us on Facebook, Boys at Large. Email us. Follow. You don't need to follow us on
Boys at Large Podcast at gmail.com.
Instagram. Yeah, email us at that. What else? Just
Ooh, you can
No.
also listen to us.
comment on our Instagram pictures.
Yep.
We need comments. We never get any comments.
You can-
DM us.
I
Do
have-
whatever.
I have 2 more notes. or 3 more notes, sorry. You can listen to us on Google Play as well. And you can also listen, which is just Boys at Large podcast. And you can also listen to us on anchor.fm/boys. So you can go there and listen. Or, here's a little...
Are we on SoundCloud?
We are, but only 2 episodes are up right now because it takes 55 hours to upload an episode.
Do you want me to try and do some? Upload some? We'll
Sure.
talk about that later.
We'll talk about that later. But we are somewhat on SoundCloud, which is Boys at Large podcast as well.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, do you want to outro the show?
I thought that's what I was doing.
No, but I mean like saying... Anyway,
All right.
guys...
Goodbye. Hope you don't die, because we need the viewers.
Bye, everybody. Love you.
That was it. Why are you going again?
Wait.
I'm not wearing any underwear.
I need music to play us out.
Are we still running right now?
Yeah, 1 sec.
This is a fucking train wreck.
Bye, everybody.
You're the worst.